Hello friends! Today's episode will be a little bit different in a couple of ways, and for a couple not so little reasons. Firstly, this episode will be a bit more talky. No, that's not the right way to describe it. This is a podcast, of course it's talky. What I mean is, I don't have a specific story in mind to tell you all today. One might come to me, or it might not, but mostly I'll just be rambling creatively, stream of consciousness style. See, to be honest with you, I've been feeling a little down lately. There's a lot going on in the world, as I'm sure you're already well aware, and while I try not to dwell too much on negatives, sometimes it's difficult to stay optimistic, or motivated, or inspired. Art is an expression of life, after all, no matter what type of art, and the downside of that is that when an artist is being overwhelmed by the bad things in life, their art will reflect that. And so, I was procrastinating a bit on this episode because, well, I don't want my art, my show, to reflect bad stuff. I want it to be a safe haven away from bad stuff, a place to enjoy little slivers of the interesting and unique, and for us to connect with each other for a little while. Most of the time, that goal is, in and of itself, enough to motivate and inspire me. Imagining how I personally can impact the world for the better, even just one person at a time, by contributing good things, is exciting and wonderful, and really gets me raring to go and create. But other times, that goal feels a little out of my reach, and I need another source of inspiration. Which brings me to the other different thing in this episode, a special feature. When I feel down, or frightened, or upset, or some other icky feeling that doesn't quite have a name, one of the first things I turn to is music. Like storytelling, music is so incredibly diverse that it's nearly impossible for there to not be a piece of music out there somewhere to suit your mood at any given moment. I love it nearly as much as I do stories, maybe the same amount if you consider the fact that most music does tell a story of some kind. And when I find just the right song at just the right time, it's an experience I can hardly put into words. I feel the music, become the music, in my heart and in my mind, and up my spine, and all the way out to my fingers and toes. It moves me emotionally and physically, and it's just lovely. And recently, despite everything that's been bringing me down, I found just the right song, just when I needed it, and it helped to lift me up a little, just enough to make this episode. I want to share that song with you all now, and hopefully it'll lift you all up a little too. Hopefully, for at least one of you out there, it'll be the right song at the right time too.
Well, glitter in the air, we are strangers. I had nothing, and I liked it that way. You changed my world, and I let you. Money talks, and I listened in. 'Cause everybody wants to have the new sensation. And every day we're living out our billboard dreams. But shiny cars and brand new clothes don't change what matters. But what matters to you might not matter to me. Or are we all magpies with the bright lights? We can't see what we want, so we reach for the shiniest thing we found on the ground, and we hold it up and say, hey, look at this. I don't know what it is, but I'm just so proud of it. And no, you can't touch it, 'cause I swear that it's mine. Well, money makes the world go round and round. And here I thought it was angular momentum. There's no such thing as free in this life. So if you find it cheap, you'd better start collecting. 'Cause everybody wants to have the new sensation. shine first. Well, glitter in the air, we are strangers. I had nothing, and I liked it that way.
I like that song for a lot of reasons, most of which aren't easy things to pin down like melody or lyrics. I mean, obviously I like the melody and the lyrics, but sometimes there's just those songs that just click with you just so, you know? And if someone asked, hey, why that song and not any of these other ones, you wouldn't really have an answer. It'd be like asking why your favorite color is what it is. Sure, you could try to use fancy words to give an explanation, like hue or tone or association, but at the end of the day, it's just your favorite color, just 'cause. Same for music, at least in my opinion. Sometimes you hear a piece of music and it's like taking a breath of crisp autumn air, or getting a hug from a loved one, or half remembering a dream when you first wake up, or some other simile that hasn't been invented yet. I love when songs click like that. Maybe this wasn't one of those songs for you, and that's okay. If it was, great. I'm so happy I could share it with you. But if not, I encourage you to keep looking for those just right songs in the world, or revisit ones you've already found if you found them. It's a feeling worth feeling, finding those songs, and these days I think we need that feeling more than ever. Stay positive out there, friends, and keep looking for the music. See you next time. Halfway Human House is written and produced by Max Teachout. The voice of Fairlee is Max Teachout. The theme song is Ukulelean by Gideon Freudman of CelloBop Music, with additional songs also by Gideon Freudman. Today's episode featured the song Magpies by Lee, whose music can be found on their Bandcamp, YouTube, and on Spotify. To stay updated on future episodes, follow us on Instagram at Halfway Human House, or subscribe on YouTube, and consider supporting the show on Patreon for exclusive bonus content. If you have a question you'd like Fairlee to answer in a future episode, leave it in the comments below, or send an email to halfwayhumanhouse@gmail.com. Thanks for listening.